Hey guys, welcome back. Let's play Typewriter, an interesting new game where you play as two dots and you're supposed to, quote-unquote, uncover the history of fonts and characters. So let's go ahead and get right into it, I guess. Use arrow keys to move. Looks like they can't separate at all. Ooh. Cave paintings. Click on the banner to view unlocked content. Ooh, yeah! You have unlocked the first page of the history of typography. Cave paintings in prehistoric times, long before the invention of writing, humans left traces of their existence in the caves where they resided. The Chauvet Cave, discovered in 1994 in the southeast of France, is one of the oldest adorned. Can this get out of here? That I guess not. Is one of the oldest adorned caves in the world and contains many inscriptions carried out between 32,000 and 30,000 BC. Most of them are representations of animals, but there are also hybrid animal-man creatures and human hands. The different representations overlap in a space that seem indifferent to the depth, as the contours of the images intertwine constantly. These prehistoric artists were skilled in several techniques: rock engraving, probably using a hard or carved stone, and painting. The paint comes from crushing stones to produce colored powder that was then applied by hand or blown onto the cave walls. In almost all cases, but especially in Africa and Europe, the paintings are related to ritual practices such as the magic of hunting, fertility, or protection against enemies. Painted caves have long been regarded as a sanctuary where prehistoric man painted his visions of the world. It is estimated today that the pictorial representations depict a whole cultural social system, which includes both inhabited places as well as hunting territories. Okay, so this is an educational game. Alright, it's gonna be fun for me. I get to read a lot. I hope you guys like my voice, because you're probably gonna hear a whole bunch of it during this thing. Whee! I guess the platforming aspect of this is probably gonna be pretty simple. Spacebar key to jump. Woo! Looks like we got hieroglyphics next. Oh no! Okay, that wasn't as easy as I thought. Cuneiform. Emerging in Lower Mesopotamia between 3400 and 3200 BC, cuneiform script is, along with Egyptian hieroglyphs, the earliest known systems of writing, and is initially intended to transcribe Sumerian, however it becomes dominant system throughout the former Middle East. Cuneiform writing began in pictographic form and silhouette-type shapes. Certain symbols were also used to represent a more significant part of an object. For example, a star to evoke the sky. The forms then evolved to represent verbs, for instance, bread for eating or water for drinking. In addition to these pictorial representations, the cuneiform writing system includes phonograms and phonetic signs that are used to transcribe a sound, and additional signs to represent figures. It is gradually adapted to several other languages, including Akkadian, Hittite, and Elamite, and remains in use until the beginning of the Christian era. The name cuneiform stems from, the Latin word cuneus, or wedge, and the fact that the documents are written on clay tablets that transformed into wedge-shaped impressions from the stylus. Woo! Knowledge is power! Lovely ambiance. Stay alert. For what? What am I staying alert for? Yay, hieroglyphs! Egyptian hieroglyphics. The first Egyptian hieroglyphics date back to the end of the 3200 BC. This formal writing system, which is born around the same time as the cuneiform script, is used more than 3,000 years. The word hieroglyph comes from the Greek adjective hieroglyphos, I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced, which literally means sacred engravings. In Egyptian society at the time, writing is linked to political and religious powers. The pharaoh scribes had the sole privilege of using hieroglyphics to write official letters. The hieroglyphs were plotted on shards of pottery, ostrakhan, or on a paper form derived from papyrus using a reed. The originality of Egyptian hieroglyphics stems especially from its figurative nature. Hieroglyphs are pictorial drawings that designate an object or an action. These characters can represent real or imaginary objects such as human figures, animals, or divine representations. Egyptian writings also includes a system of phonetic signs, meaning the sign is read independently of its visual characteristics. Unilateral signs and phonetic complements are also used to transcribe one or several consonants, vowels, as well as give indications of etymology. Egyptian hieroglyphics writing has given birth to two other forms of scripture used in Egypt: Hieratic, which is a cursive writing system written in ink with a reed brush invented to allow the scribes to write quickly, and Demotic writing, which is scholarly script used for document and letter writing. This is fun. You guys probably think this is super boring, but I think it's kind of fun. Oh, ancient Chinese characters. I don't know why I said it like that. The Chinese characters. Chinese characters were not originally designed to facilitate direct communication between individuals, but rather to symbolize the relationship between men and the afterlife in the context of rituals. According to the legend, Kanji, a minister of the Yellow Emperor, was charged with the task of creating characters for writing and designs characters according to the special characteristics that he observes in all things. All Chinese characters are logograms, but there are several derivative types. Pictograms are simple characters that can be combined to form an ideogram, which is a more abstract idea. These signs are more complex, consisting of several pictograms as well as being associated with a key, which acts as an indicator to specify the lexical meaning of the ideogram. Ideogram, damn it. Chinese has another set of characters called phonosemantic, which make up over 90% of the language. Phonosemantic characters, however, are associated with a key that is designed by pronunciation. In addition to the Chinese writing system, paper is one of the 4 great inventions of the Chinese. Native Kailun not only improved the paper-making technique, but also made it possible to use a variety of materials such as tree bark, hemp, and flax. At the time, his process remains a long, well-kept secret and doesn't appear in Western Europe for quite a while. Boom! Move objects to avoid the traps. Get down there, you stupid. There you go. Whoa! Really, that's... Oh my god. Oh! 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 Okay. I don't know if I can make it. Oh, sweet! We're breezing through here. But with all this reading, it is going to take a while to finish the game. No! Whee! Wall jump. Lean on the wall and jump. What do we got? The Greek alphabet. The Greek alphabet. The invention of the Greek alphabet dates back to the 8th century BC. Initially, there are several variations of the Greek alphabet. However, the 2 main ones are the Euboea and Ionic alphabets. I don't know how that's pronounced. The Greek alphabet is one of the first writing systems with a stable symbol-to-sound mapping, making pronunciation predictable. Each vowel and consonant is distinguished with a unique character, unlike the Semitic alphabet such as Hebrew, Moabite, or Phoenician. The Greek alphabet is adapted from the Phoenician alphabet by adopting new characters, thereby totaling 24 letters, which are still used today to transcribe modern Greek. Although originally composed exclusively of capital letters, the Greek alphabet gradually expands to include a lower case. In Greek society, the language is at the heart of the city, and writing gradually invades the public sphere despite the attempted suppression by a small, elitist group of religious officials. The Greek alphabet is the basis of a number of other alphabets in Europe and the Middle East, including the Etruscan alphabet, which goes on to inspire the Latin alphabet. Resume. We only got 1 left, and we're undone with the origins, which leaves like 6 more chapters. Yeah! I feel like I'm somehow related to the Discovery Channel. This dot may be key. Well, thanks for telling me. Oh, no! Maybe if I jump. Oh, wait. Whee! They have achievements in this game. The Latin alphabet, which I also know pretty little of. The Latin alphabet evolved from the Western variation of the Greek alphabet, which was adopted and modified by the Etruscans who ruled early Rome. The Etruscans' alphabet was adopted and further modified by the inhabitants of the city of Rome, further contributing to the birth of Latin alphabet. It is then adapted to the Romance languages, and gradually spreads throughout the Western Europe and even beyond. The development of the Roman Empire results in its dominating the whole of the Mediterranean world, thus securing itself as one of the most extensive political entities in history. Latin culture heavily influences Mediterranean countries with regards to language and religious belief, which peaks when Emperor Constantine converts to Christianity in 312 AD. The Romans are responsible for most of the diffusion of ancient Greek culture by translating many texts and maintaining the use of the Greek language and its alphabet. The Latin alphabet, which consists of 26 letters, is originally made up of an entirely uppercase alphabet. It was only much later, under the reign of Charlemagne, that the Alcuin Society of York creates the Caroline minuscule, which acts as the basis for modern forms of Latin alphabet. The Latin and Cyrillic alphabets are the most employed writing systems in the Western world to this day. If I'm butchering a lot of these words, I am so sorry. Whee! Oh no! That's why I needed that white ball. How do I get it up here? Oh, actually, that's incredibly easy. Just gotta jump! And shadaisy. Get on down. Just one more, baby. Oh. Woo! There's so much left. I have finished. Oh my god, that was the tutorial level. Well then, an 11-minute tutorial. Smashing. Wait, so now I'm in Origins? Was that a fake Origins? Was that the origin of tutorials? Oh, whoa! That's cool. That's really cool. Gothic. Can you find all the characters of this chapter? I don't know. Can I? Woo! Hello. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, okay. The monk, what? I can't read that. The monk scribes. Okay, it's scribes. In medieval Western Europe, writing and reserved for the reproduction of sacred texts and the recording of legislative decisions. Written culture is thus progressively centralized in monasteries beginning in the 6th century. It is the monk scribes, recluse in convents, and Christian abbeys who are responsible for transcribing the earliest manuscript books. The texts are copied by hand on animal skin parchment and then recopied to ensure circulation. Within this scriptoria, a writing room specialized for monks, the scribes copy the text by means of a clam? A reed or whittled bird feather, dipped in black ink, while illuminating the pages with illustrations or ornaments. A dense network of monasteries and an abundance of scriptoria span the Christian West, allowing the conservation and dissemination of many religious texts, as well as certain books from the antiquity. The book is otherwise a luxury item that is not very accessible. I do love a good old-fashioned choir. Why am I going so slow? Oh, I'm in the ink. Huh, so funny. Woo! Back to back. The Langoliers. Have you guys seen that? Stephen King, Langoliers? Alright. The Larolingian minuscule. Under the reign of Charlemagne, the practice of writing resurges in Europe due to the administrative needs of the vast Carolingian Empire. This leads to an increase in the number of scholars and the standardization of handwriting. At the request of the emperor, the masters of the Aachen Palace create a new typography, Caroline minuscule. So bad, these pronunciations. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do as many of these as possible, so stay tuned for the next episode, and thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this game. Bye!